Hey Brandon, this is second day after testing your carburetors. I'm going to do not really a cold start. We're going to do an ambient start because it's already 84 degrees, and so it's not what I'd really call cold start, but it's what it's the temperature we have to work with. So, but it has sat overnight and going to be a cold start in terms of the engine, but not up to temperature. A few things that I'm sure your techs know, but mounting the carburetors, the choke levers go to the inside, and the little binding screws did not come with it. I'm assuming you still have those. More things to remember is when installing the line right here, the fitting right here, you stabilize this fitting in the float bowl, and you use this to tighten the swivel fitting, because you don't want to take the chance of ripping this one out. But if you want to tighten this bottom fitting, then simply undo this fitting right there and then put a little snug on it. Well, that one's not going to snug down, so that one's already plenty tight. And back wrench it there, and same over here. Let's double check this one, because this is the new fitting I replaced because the other one came in damaged. So let's see how we're doing here. See if we need to get more compression. There we go. And we're snug down. Also, when mounting the carburetors, install them loosely where they will kind of move around. Then put your big air log in place, because the air log has got to dovetail with the studs. And it is possible that you could have the carburetors already mounted and snug down, and then go try to put the air log on, and it will not line up with all these studs. So put the air log on, snug the carburetors down to where they won't move, pull the air log off, do your final tightening. And over here we've got the Dwell tachometer engine analyzer meter, and I'm going to show you about adjusting the idle mixture screw using the RPM. And just for fun, we'll see how low the carburetors can idle. I'm trying to think what else. Always use factory gaskets right here between the carburetor and the intake manifold. Use factory diamond gaskets. The aftermarket don't hold up. And I'm trying to think what else we need to do here. Fuel filtration. That's right. Remember, I mentioned that we've got debris in this second carburetor, so you got to check your gas tank and then check your fuel filter. And you might even install an inline filter just in case between the factory filter and the fuel pump. All right, let's see what a cold start is going to do. Oh, that's right. One other thing I was going to mention. I forgot to mention. Let's turn the ignition off. At the very back here, there's a little teeny set screw. Might as well get this out and show you. This little teeny screw, which is impossible to get to. This is your cold start idle speed. This is your cold start. So what you do is, when you are pulling up on the choke, you're moving this lever back here, and you notice how it moves, how it's moving the throttle lever. All right, the clearance on this thing is supposed to be 15 thousandths between here and the lever it actuates, and it's about impossible to set that in the car. You can do it by disconnecting everything and fully opening the throttle and dinking around with it, but I'll set it for you. But it does, the clearance changes as you change your idle speed, so I'll try to set your idle speed correctly, and then you won't have to dink with it. But that's what that little guy does. And if that rattles out, you don't have any cold start, high idle, and people get cranky with their cars. They get cranky in terms of things not work. It won't start. All right, let's make sure we can check our readings here. Okay. Alright. Switch on, choke. Come on, battery. Alright, while we're warming up, let's go over here to the meter, just for fun. Alright, we're on the, here's our scale. RPM is right here. And we're on the high scale. Now we're on the low scale, so we're idling at around, there's 600, there's 700, so we're idling around 650, 675. We'll get that. I'll bump that up to about 800. Most people like a little bit higher idle. And then I'll adjust that cold start set through for you. But right now we're going to warm it up, get over to the high side. Alright, starting to get circulation. You see how the idle has changed as it warms up. Now, I'm going to adjust, just for fun, we're going to adjust our idle mixture screws. A little bit better idle. You can tell by the change in RPM when it starts to drop off. We've gone too far and go back the other way. Then we picked up a little bit of idle right there. Now we're going back the other way. See the idle dropping off. Now we're backing out. Where we get the best idle. Now we're going to synchronize the carburetors. Now that's low, so we're going to synchronize the carburetors to get the idle. Alright. So that's at 7 right there. Let's bump it up to 8 and increase our idle. Seven. There's 8. Over here we're already at 8. So we're now synchronized in that regard. But let's see, it's still giving us a idle of about 700, so we're going to bounce it up some more. There's 9, no, 6, 7, that's it, it's still 8. There's 10, so let's bounce this one up some more. There's 10 there, and 10 here. Check our idle mixture again. Now while we're at it here, we're idle of about almost 800. Adjusting our idle mixture screw a little bit more. Notice we picked up some RPM. How about that? That's how sensitive the idle mixture screw is. So we can back off idle screws to get back to 800 approximately. Nine. There we go. Okay, we're reading 9. 9 here. 9 here. Closed here. Closed here. Let's see that. Closed here. Closed here. We will snap our linkage back in place. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to see how low this would idle just for fun. Let's see how low we can get this to idle. Go to low scale. All right, at 800 now, we're going to get this idle down. Around 6, 7 there. All right, idling at about 500. Nothing wrong with that. All right, let's bounce it back up to 800 where it belongs. Check our flow. 6 to 8, 9. About 800. Airflow is 9. All right, we'll go back here to go back here, check our airflow. Got 9 right there. 9 right there. Now the next challenge is to make sure the throttle linkage is adjusted properly. So when we snap it in place, nothing changes. Okay. Back at our 800 RPM idle. Now then, we're also going to, while we're here, we're going to check a few other things. Make sure we don't have any wet bores. If this check valve ever fails for any reason, you can get dribbling inside the bores, which will make them wet. If you get excess fuel out of here, check the pre-atomizer that's stuck up inside here. Just check it with your little finger, make sure it doesn't wiggle. That's about it. You should be ready to go. These are good carburetors. Let's try a hot start. They're good carburetors. Thanks for letting me go through them again for you. I had no idea I'd rebuilt these 10 years ago.